brothers and sisters, my generals. It's been a few days. Had to take a breather, because sometimes we gotta get off this. I won't say get off the journey, but take little breaks and deal with realities of life. So if you alive and breathing, guess what? We are back to conquer another day, another year, and another decade. So be thankful, if you have a stable state of mind, which I will get into, and that's brother, sister, young or old, or in our families, because it's a wonderful thing when we get to that. But as we all know, we have to do things to maintain a success state of mind. If we're healthy, mind, body, and soul, and we can see, hear, and feel, and our psyche is healthy, things, as long as nothing wrong with us, and we don't have nothing that we can't control. If we're a healthy human being, brother or sister, be thankful if we have a success state of mind. So let's get to those honors. I honor thy ancestors. Man, those who left a blueprint for the divine brothers and sisters out here, young and old, and in our families. May all of our families prosper in everything we touch, turn to gold. And those we held dear in our families, may they rest in peace and in power. And welcome to another edition of EBX Discussion. Feeling good this morning, and I always thank that higher force, that real God, that great divine, for if we know that we are chosen, and more than just saying it, when we feel it and we see those divine signs, we know when we know. And I gotta say it, we don't know everything. We know what we know, and be humble about the things we don't know. So thank the current subscribers, new subscribers, anyone that takes the time to listen, music, speaking, whether I'm talking about my kids or I got my older son on here. I talk about my family. You might not see a lot of it uploaded of a lot of my family, but I talk about them all the time. So I have a huge, big family. So the pictures and videos and stuff you see, that's just a small portion. So I have a greater, bigger family, a great family, Been through our little differences, but we are blessed, It's like I say, I know there's brothers and sisters that might have issues in their families. But if you're able, if it's not nothing too bad, reach in and pull out the positive things from our families, because every part of us, everything we have, and the human being that we have come into, it comes from different parts of our family. So you just have to go deep within to find those things, as a lot of reachers and teachers say out here. Salute. And volunteering in schools. This is part 5. And it's actually my 6th day volunteering, but I didn't do a show. I think I did a show last Thursday. No, I didn't, but I didn't do it on volunteering in schools. I might have did a podcast. I don't remember. But I said I was going to do this every Thursday, and also want to read a page from my book I have been writing. As I said, it's just a note. It's a notepad, but I call it a book. And it's called Unlocking the Vault. And I said I would read a page every Thursday. And not last Thursday, but the Thursday before was page 23. And today it'll be page 24. And as I said, thank those that have been riding along. Remember, we are leaders and teachers. We are not followers, with a student spirit. In this life, the circles I'm running in, my family, my children, brothers and sisters I'm connected to, whether in the world or online in the circles, whether we talking a lot, excuse me, whether we talking or not, I still stand with my brothers and my sisters, and I stand with my family, and those that care about me, I care about you, because we always got to remember, and it's nothing that we don't already know, that there's a bigger war, a bigger picture, and bigger, more important things at stake, to get stuck in, I'm just speaking hypothetically, to get stuck in our own feelings, if we have the capacity to look beyond things, man, please invest in that. If you have the capacity to go deep in oneself and able to create solutions, and man, you see results, stay with that mind frame. If you have a mindset like that, be thankful. Thank that great divine every day, because these days, it's a rare thing. It's not easy to come by, having a success state of mind. It's more than just saying it. As I always say, my grandmother said, may she rest in peace and in power. We keep living, especially in these times, and we'll see. Whether we want to learn or not, life will teach us, whether we're aware or not. I say this from time to time. Life doesn't give a damn how we feel. So if you're healthy, mind, body, and soul, better have your shit together. Real talk, And I'm not trying to come off like I've worked to get to this point, and many of us have to get to this point. So, and when you have studied and you've been through the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and you are making it through the levels or made it through the levels, you will speak confidently. When you're not indulging in bad things, or you're not harboring anything evil, bad, malice, any of those things that's not good for our mind, especially because the body follows the mind. If we're not harboring nothing within, there's nothing to worry about. You don't worry about the judgments or criticism. Or, what are we led by? That great, great divine. Just keep that in our spirit, and keep a family spirit too. Even when we're by ourselves, keep a family spirit for brothers and sisters out there, And of course, we always say we're not perfect, but we can always and forever have what? Perfect intentions. Now, before I want to read this page, and I'll talk about a few more things, and it's something I want to talk about, and I do want to discuss. I volunteered today, as I said. It's something I want to talk about here in a minute, but before I get to that, I want to speak on volunteering and maintaining a success state of mind. And volunteering has been going well. My son has been doing well as his siblings. The children have been doing good. Kids haven't been too bad in the school, as far as I can see. Still been kind of a slow go. And as I mentioned on part 4 of volunteering in schools, I did talk to one student that was a straggler in the hallway last podcast. And that was about it. It hasn't really been that bad because it's a lot of volunteers. Like I said, the more parents that we have volunteering, the more stable we can make a school become, and students will do less because they know there are more adult bodies walking around watching the school. So it's great. And that's where I do my writing. Like I say, when I talk about my book, Unlocking the Vault, that's where I write my pages when I'm volunteering, because I got my own desk and I sit there and I write. And that's my solitude time. Those are the moments where I think and I meditate. I use that moment right there, as well as a lot of other moments, especially at home. That's where I do most of my meditation, which I'm sure a lot of us do. Because if you can't meditate at home, then you're never going to maintain a success state of mind, because maintaining a success state of mind takes preparation, takes meditation, takes paying attention, takes being a little humble sometimes, but not soft humble. And we do have to be tough in this life. We have to learn how to balance the nice, but also the toughness, because we all know what person, place, or thing will take our kindness to be what they think weakness. But if you're divinely connected and locked in, you have no weakness in your system or stress. So we have concerns, no doubts, If you can create solutions, there won't be no doubts, And some things we can do, and some things it might take a little bit more critiquing. But if you got that determined spirit from that great divine, you'll create a solution, because always and forever be the solution and not the fucking problem. Real talk. And that takes me to, that's why I'm volunteering. What are we doing to help this humanity, to help this culture? Let's discuss it, let's not complain about it. Let's do something about it. And that goes for me too. And that's that spirit of Malcolm X. I studied Malcolm X, as I said in the past. I've done like 3 or 4 pages on him. So like I said, when you study from a teacher, and many teachers like him, brother or sister, and you know that they're coming from a place of realization, that teaching will stick with you, no matter how it comes out. Remember, folks, it's not always easy truth. You got to take the hard truth too. When you're able to do that, you will be the best brother and sister that you could ever be. And when we don't let things get to us, when we keep ourselves in a studying mode, everything can be a lesson. Unless something is coming at us that's threatening us or threatening our family, then we take different actions. So But I want to read this page. But before I get to this page, I want to speak on the homeless a little bit, and I'll get back to talking about volunteering and stuff. But I kind of talk about a little bit of everything, But I'll tie it back into volunteering. But I talked about homeless in the past. I've been homeless before, and like I said, I've given to homeless on many occasions, and I always give, but I will say, brothers and sisters, sometimes I don't give, not because I don't want to or nothing like that, but a lot of times I'm like going to the store or something, and to be someone out there, and there'll be times where I don't give, and I always feel guilty about that. And if anybody listen to this, I want to know, should we give? No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I have a heart for those who struggle. Don't get me wrong. I don't ever treat nobody bad or nothing. Like if I see some, a panhandler, a brother or sister that's asking for money, I don't ever just like, get away from me. I don't treat them mean or nothing. Sometimes I'll just say I don't have it right now or something like that. But I always feel guilty, because I really do have it, but sometimes I don't have time to, go into my wallet, and, you can't trust everyone, and, and you just never know what an individual is up to. But if you have a heightened sense of awareness, you can kind of sense it. But I just was bringing this up because, I had a lady the other day that asked for money, and I was really kind of in a hurry. I was on my way to work, and I really didn't have time. But I wasn't mean to her or nothing. I just said I didn't have it, at the time. And she said, okay, but I feel really guilty, really bad. It's just like, wow, it felt like because like I say, the great divine sends us signs and messages all the time. It catches us when we least expect it. So that was just something I was bringing up. And I want to know others' feelings on that. Is that a bad thing when we don't give a homeless person money, especially if they wasn't up to nothing bad? So that was just something that bothered me. But I know why it bothered me, because I am a giving person. And, I've had people give to me and help me along the way. So that was just in my spirit. I just wanted to talk about that. And give me your thoughts on that if you can. Put it in the comments. What do you think about that? Have you ever felt guilty about not giving a homeless person money? And, does that make us a bad person? That was just something. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know. But I give to homeless people all the time, not to brag or nothing. It's just something I do, and it bothers me, when I, can't give it to them or not able, or, some reason I'm not able to. So just wanted to kind of bring that up. It was in my spirit. And, because that great divine always gives to us, no matter, even in our down times, sometimes when we don't even deserve it, that higher force still shows us signs and makes a way. So that's why it bothers me sometimes, because the divine never has any excuses. So, but us as humans, we always come up with an excuse, some of us, not all of us. So put in the comments. Let me know what you think. That was just kind of bothering me. Wanted to bring that up. So let me know what you think. But thank those that's been listening and riding along, and all the great melanated teachers out there that's doing their thing. Man, I acknowledge you and I thank you. And I salute you, because I know it's a lot of ignorant shit out here, real talk. But Brother EBX really do cares all day, every day. Thank you. And those who listen, salute. But I wanted to read this book called Unlocking the Vault, and this is page 24. And just a little something I write, something that my thoughts while I'm volunteering at the school, as I said. And writing is good. Writing is good. Reading is good. Keeps the mind sharp. And when you meditate and you think, new things enter your mind, enters your psyche, your subconscious. That's how you reach in and grab out those creative ideas. When we take the time to think, whatever it is, as long as it ain't nothing that's hurting you, hurting yourself, or nobody else. That's what's most important. It's always got to be righteous. I don't care how corny we think it is. Keep on living. As I always say, look at those who are toxic, look at those who are righteous. And you tell me which one you would want to be. And I'll wait. So moving on to the page. And I want to take a sip of my coffee. My throat a little dry. I like to drink coffee. So stimulation. Just a second. Excuse me. Okay, I drink that coffee. All right, let's read this page. Page 24, Unlocking the Vault. Here we go. Focus on the family. And focus on the family and our family. Meaning our outer circle and our inner circle. Because our family can also be, brothers and sisters we connected to, and that's in the world or online. We watch both, both matters, especially when it means well. And there's some good brothers and sisters, and that's whether in chat rooms, comments, or those who speaking. The real ones now. We ain't talking about the fake ones. Okay, start over. Focus on the family and our family. Ask that great divine to give us the spirit of deflection. If we don't pay attention, we will be blindsided. We need to know when we are being distracted. One doesn't know everything, but I know me, as well as we know us. We know us. Everywhere we go, there we are. So we know us. So that's not a saying, I know me. We know us. I'm meaning us, not just me. We should know ourselves, especially if we're in a success state of mind. Nothing wrong with us. Makes us, okay, we should know us. Listening to our gut makes use of listen to our gut. That's what I meant to say. Listen to our gut. Make use of the power we possess. Excuse me for fumbling, y'all. My bad. Make use of the power we possess. Remember, we have divine abilities for a reason. Stay focused on our state of mind. Watch what we feed it. Watch what we feed our mind. Please, mind, body, and soul, psyche, see, hear, and feel. Something I say a lot, because that was hard for me, so always look for ways to create solutions, as I talked about, and get results. If we stay and incubate in that area, it'll become easy. That's something I added that wasn't on the page. Be of the world, not in it, because when you're of it, we see everything. Real talk. Be at the top of the mountain, not at the bottom. Rise above pettiness, envy, hate, manipulation, undermining, and fighting amongst ourselves. Stop looking at status and what we are. Stop looking at status ourselves. Stop looking at status. Look at what's around us. What are we giving? What are we doing for humanity and culture, whether small or big? Leave an impact, whether small or big. Leave an impact. We are where we are, wherever we are. Yeah, leave an impact wherever we are. Excuse me. Leave a righteous impact wherever we are. And why? Why do we leave a righteous impact wherever we are? Because what I always say, it will benefit us in the future. That's hands down. That's facts. Whatever we do righteous in the present, small or big, because it'll grow. That's a seed. So whatever we do, don't ever look at something that's small. If you got a right heart, you just do it. Don't even think about it. You go to God, the real God, that great divine higher force runs all this shit, and you'll get your answers, and you'll get them by yourself. Shut out all the noise. When you have those moments when you're talking to yourself, when you're quiet, that's when you talk to that great divine. You'd be surprised. Those signs might show up right then and there, or they might show up later, but you'll know it in your gut. So that was my page. Forgive me for fumbling. I was fumbling a little bit. I want to read a little part that I was fumbling. Let me see. We have divine abilities for a reason. Stay focused on our state of mind. Watch what we feed it. Always look for ways to create solutions. Get results. Be of the world, not in it, and we'll see everything. Be at the top of the mountain, not the bottom. Rise above pettiness, envy, hate, manipulation, undermining, and fighting amongst ourselves. Stop looking at status. Look at what's around us. What are we doing for humanity? Fuck status. What are we doing for humanity? What are we doing for the culture? Whether small or big, leave a righteous impact wherever we are. And why? Because it will benefit us in the future. I had to read that again because I fumbled it. I think that part was important. So that's why we do righteousness in the present. For those who think righteousness is corny. No, righteousness is a way of life. Doing the right thing, even in the midst of a storm. So that's the definition of righteousness. And it's not a soft thing. It depends on what we encounter, person, place, or thing. How those that are awakened react. Because we're all about action, not reaction. That's what I learned from a great teacher. I have so many things in my soul that I have learned from my family. As I said, mom, dad, cousins, brothers and sisters, uncles, you know what I'm saying? When you learn as we get older and get wise, we'll remember, we'll have those things. Things will come up. The great things that we harbor in our subconscious, when we need them, they'll come out. So keep those righteous tools in your subconscious, because you never know when you need them. See, when your pineal gland is open and you're receiving knowledge and you're standing with brothers and sisters, thus family, children, and you just looking to do right, man, so many things in your subconscious that you have harbored, I'm talking about righteous things, over the years, you'd be surprised those tools that you've harbored inside that you'll use later on in life that will benefit you forever. And also bliss those in our circle, bliss or bless, you know, because some people say bliss, some people say bless. I like the word bliss. It just sounds, I don't know, sounds beautiful, you know, but we know what bless mean too. It just depends on the individual who's saying that word bless, because it's more than just saying it. It's always action. Thank you, Malcolm X. So that was something that was in my spirit, and I'll keep volunteering. And like I said, this is part 5. You can go back and listen to part 4 where I read page 23, Unlocking the Vault. And every Thursday I read a page. Some Thursdays I might not do a show, but most Thursdays it will be a show volunteering at schools. And maintain our success state of mind. Do whatever it takes, because it's great to have a success state of mind and have you know, like I said, status is also a state of mind, but we have to do things to maintain it. When we finally reach a heightened self-awareness and we're beginning to see things and we are getting stronger and we have soaked up a lot of knowledge. Oh, and I say this, a lot of us know this, but sometimes I have to say this to remind myself, never get to a space where we think we know everything. Always be willing to learn, because when we learn, we will maintain a success state of mind, because there's those out there that's really fighting hard. That's more than a challenge. That's tough to get. Man, I'm telling you, there's some people out here struggling, real talk. And that's why I talked about the homeless thing a few minutes ago. You know, I'm aware. I've been there too. I know what it's like. You know, been through a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas, as many of us out here have. What I always say, some of your greatest teachers, brother or sister, and in our families, maybe even some young, have endured the most. That's what develops and make a powerful brother or sister. When they learn, and nothing wrong with them, and they wise, you know, you will become powerful. Real talk. It's more than just sounding cosmic. You will see it in your life when you put it into action. So that's my encouragement, and I'll keep volunteering and keep everybody updated and posted. And the kids have been doing okay so far, and you know, I'm getting along well with the faculty. And by the way, the principal's black, which is good, and the coordinator of the parent events and stuff like that, she's black also. I just thought I'd throw that in there, you know, and I just got to put it out there. It's wonderful to come in and see the principal every day and say, hey, how you doing, bro? And give each other dap. It's beautiful, man, when we can finally come together and work toward that cause and put our differences aside, if able, you know, because some people are toxic. There's parasites out there. Woo! Don't be a host. I'm telling you, like I said, we're living in a parasitic world. You better get your shit together, because God is not playing. The real God, not that false shit. We talking about the real God, one that takes you through, you know, that greater, higher, supreme being, Mother Nature, universe, Father Time. I say all forces, because I want all the power that I can possibly get, so I can have it for oneself, keep me straight, so I can keep teaching y'all and keep giving that energy to my significant other, keep showing my family love, my children. I will never stop what that great divine has given me, you know, and I'm supposed to feel bad about not being able to help somebody. I should feel bad. That's the giving part of me, you know, not that I will let people walk all over me. It's just, that's the empathic part of me. And I will never let no person, place, or thing, as well as you, brothers and sisters, if you're empathic, but we got to be tough empathics, you know. If you have that in your soul and you are blissed or blessed with a giving heart, a strong, stern heart, though, that don't take shit. If you have that, be thankful and thank our great divine every day, you know, and keep pushing out good energy so we can do what I want to do, change the world, you know. Start with ourselves, our children, our family, and work our way out. So, like I said, I keep everybody updated on the volunteering. I'm still at it, and it's great, and the momentum is getting stronger, as well as my other brothers and sisters out here in the world and online. So thank those that's been listening. Current subscribers, new subscribers. You're a general. You have elevated, and you see you are at the mountaintop. We all are. You know, if we take the time, pay attention, we're at the mountaintop, baby. In the mix of all this shit swirling around us. So I thank those that came in, and I honor my family. I honor your family, reachers and teachers that's out there doing their thing with the fire platforms. Salute. Great Divine got you. And again, I honor my family. I honor your family, my listeners. I honor your family. I honor my children, their mothers, brothers and sisters all over the world. May you please keep that ultimate peace in your part of the world. Salute.